Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the gym.
Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
Remember what it looked like in here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this place.
You were here just a little while ago, like maybe a month ago or something.
No.
Yeah, you came by, didn't you? Anyways.
Well, doing a walk by and stepping in is different than
Yeah.
being on the floor and, engaging again, right?
Yeah.
And congratulations on your 200th workout today.
That's right.
Hey, somebody's getting a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's getting a hoodie. Everybody, welcome to podcast number 49. Today we got Kelly Miranda from Pampanga Restaurant, also one of our rockstar members. But before we get into it, let's talk about her restaurant because she is the sponsor of today's podcast. Pampanga Restaurant and Banquet Hall is a family-owned and operated restaurant specializing in Filipino cuisine since 2005. Because of their love of cooking and the dream of owning their own restaurant, Aladino and Lourdes Miranda opened and named their restaurant Pampanga to reflect the province in the Philippines that they immigrated from in 1976. Pampanga Restaurant and Banquet Hall offers Filipino-style breakfast, ethnic Filipino lunch buffet, catering service, and banquet hall that holds up to 500 people. Wow. Their specialties are their family recipe barbecue pork skewers, tosino, longanisa. What is it?
Longanisa.
Longanisa.
Got it.
My spell check totally changed that on me. I swear to God.
Ghana.
And pork rolls and everything is made in-house. And this year marks their 15th year anniversary. So congratulations on that. Let me give you a little love. Whew. All right, so that's the sponsor. Let's talk about our guest. How about that? Our guest today is one of our rockstar members who is self-proclaimed adrenaline junkie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. She's the type of girl that will ride the roller coaster, skydive, bungee jump, and cliff dive, but still sleeps with her blankie she's had since she was 9. Apparently only close people know about this, but not anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Professionally, she coordinates events like weddings, birthdays, and music events and has been helping her parents run Pampanga for 15 years. She got 4 other siblings, 2 dogs, loves to salsa and bachata. And like most of our members, she loves working out.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, Kelly Miranda. Look at that, all kinds of...
So fun story about Pampanga. Is it Pampanga or Pampanga?
Pampanga.
Pampanga.
Yeah.
Okay, Pampanga.
That's my white accent saying.
So we used to go there all the time when
Oh,
we were
really?
teenagers. Yeah, because remember they would always have those like Friday jams or Saturday jams.
Yeah.
And there'd always be food. And so you'd pay like $5 or $10 to get in, and then
That's
there was
the
always a
karaoke
DJ.
bar. That's what it was called, like the karaoke bar that's upstairs.
No. In the main floor when they used to have like 90's parties
Oh,
and DJ.
okay.
Maybe you weren't around then.
Not yet.
Yeah, so I was around like 14, 15, and we'd always go there.
Oh, wow.
Always, every Friday. That was
Oh, yeah? So you got a history there?
Yeah, I thought we were a little bit closer in age, so we're going to play a game later of make a vote for 90s, so we'll see how this goes with you. It might just be me, Rick, and our audience kind of like questions.
Who's on there? Do we got any
So we
audience
got,
members?
we got Jane. Welcome, Jane.
Sorry,
Good to
guys, I got to
see
take
you.
this
Hello,
off.
Jane.
It's too hot in here.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
even turned the
Yeah.
fans up
These
the
lights.
top. It's getting crazy.
These lights.
Betty, hello, Betty. Good to see you. Mushy, Pauline, Melinda.
Good
Betty
morning.
Froze wants food now. Kevin Dobbs says, Kelly, congrats on 200.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Let's talk about this.
Yes.
It's like art.
Thank you.
I love it. You want to explain maybe the dishes real quick so we know what we're looking at?
So the one that's closest to you, Rick, is the pork egg rolls. My mom makes that. It's our own recipe, and my mom rolls all of them
Yeah.
every day.
is
Okay.
that warm?
Time.
Is that warm right now or is it cold?
It is.
Sauce man.
You gotta dip in the sauce, though.
Oh, dip in the sauce?
Yeah, man.
Kelly, talk a little closer to the mic for me.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
And then the one in the center, up the top, that's our
Right here?
that's our breakfast. That's the Pinoy breakfast that has tosino, longanisa, and tapa. Tapa is beef, and that's our most.
So is that the serving we're looking at right here? Is that what you would
Yes.
get?
Yeah.
Well, that should keep you fueled for the day. Okay.
Yes.
That's one serving?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's called Pampanga Pinoy. That's our big breakfast.
That's good.
And how much is that?
$8.99.
And it's funny you say it like that because we're like $8.99. I'm gonna take my drop too.
Yeah.
$8.99. It's like you go to Smitty's or something, you get something similar to that. That's like a full lumberjack meal,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that would cost you $12, $13 minimum.
More than that.
Yeah,
More than that.
easily.
Because we went there I shouldn't say the other day. It was still 40 below, so it was obviously a few months.
Mm.
Awful service. Food was the
Oh,
worst.
no.
It was, you know what I mean? I don't want to shit on somebody, but it was. You guys deserve this. and no value for the money. Like, no value. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate.
Did you say anything?
I didn't. you know, just because, well, you know, what are you going
He
to say?
says it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Karen. But I can appreciate this, and I feel like this is why I like to always go into the little mom and pop shops,
Yeah.
you know, the family restaurants, because
Yeah.
you know they really like to feed their, you know, we're like family to you, you know, and you really want to feed us, you know.
They do 100%. That's all my dad says. As long as it's good, there's lots, and they're full. That's all that matters.
Well, we had ordered some breakfasts and we've got a couple extra. So if somebody's tuning in and they want to get down here today,
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple. I got 2 breakfasts open for grabs. So
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Umesh,
Is there
These
Jerome.
ones?
more?
Well, we got so much food, man. So
Nobody's touching this. I got this.
I got I got
this.
4 in there, right?
Yeah, I think there's still more.
Yeah.
Oh, we have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're too good to us.
Yes.
And then the one to the left is the pancit. So that's very tradition. When you have a birthday,
That looks really good.
that's you definitely
Yeah.
bring that to that party.
Yep.
And then the one at the bottom is one of our famous barbecue. We're known for it. My parents make their own marinade. So if you guys ever want to like marinate your own meats, we actually sell our marinade. But yeah, our barbecue pork is the most popular one.
Nice.
And everything is so affordable. When you sent me the picture of your menu, I was like, how are you $5.99? Like you go and get this meat
Yeah.
over at No Frills and you're
Yeah.
looking at $4 on sale.
Yep.
And that's the serving you get. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm like, how do they even do that?
Well, I mean,
What's up?
from a business standpoint, that's a difference,
Yeah.
right? When you have the mom and pop, or like Smitty's, you're paying the location on
Yeah.
Henderson
Yeah.
Highway.
Yeah.
You're paying
Yeah.
a franchise fee. You're,
Yeah.
You know, you got a huge place that you got to maintain. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, that's why places like this are the best, man. Like
Yeah.
if you're a foodie, go here.
Basics.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Basics.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Of course.
I can ask both of you guys. Okay, so I'm Ukrainian. You're Filipino, 100%?
Yes.
Okay, and you're a hybrid, right?
I'm
in
a
between.
hybrid.
Yes.
I'm right between
Right.
you guys.
What is something that is so Filipino? And I'll give you an example of something that is so Ukrainian, all right? Every Ukrainian, we use dill like it's pepper, salt. And
Yeah.
if you go to Dauphin, which is where I'm from,
I
it's a
love
very,
dill.
It's good. I
Oh
mean, it's
my
not
God.
saying nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And if you go there, every baba grows dill, like an Italian would grow tomatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go into that town, and all you smell is dill. It's
Okay.
so Ukrainian.
Yeah.
So what is something that would be so
Food-wise?
Filipino?
Food-wise?
Sure. Okay.
I don't know.
I
That
would
would
say
be
like
you.
the pancit and the egg rolls. Like you'll always see that at
Yeah.
every party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that smell.
Yeah,
You'll
if
be
there's
like,
no lumpia, it's weird.
It is weird.
And if you go to a
100%.
summer barbecue and there's no
barbecue?
then
Mhm.
what am I doing
What's
here?
what's lumpia?
Be like, you're not
The
Filipino.
egg rolls.
So
this is
yeah, they have different names. There's like lumpia, egg rolls, and Shanghai. I don't know why they
Yeah,
have
oh,
different
there's so
names.
many different
Like
names.
why?
Yeah.
But that one has
The Filipino ones are the best though. They're the crispiest. They're you know what I mean? They got the right amount of grease.
Yeah, they look
and,
good.
Yeah,
They look
was it
good.
crunchy?
it's crunchy and it was not fresh. So I mean, it was still good even though it wasn't fresh.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
So
it says a lot.
your parents came here in 1976.
my parents did.
Yeah. So have you ever gone back home? Like, do you know
Yes.
where you come from?
Yes.
Right in the spot you come from.
Yes,
Yeah?
I seen where my parents were born and raised.
Okay.
Because they actually got hit by a volcano, so it
Oh,
was
wow.
all their houses were all
Where
covered.
were they?
They
Oh, in Pampanga.
Pampanga, but then there's a little area that's
Yeah.
called Banquet. So it was like very like the poorish kind of
Mm.
part of that province where all their houses were all stone. Like there's no
Oh.
electricity. Like they're pumping water out of pump and everything.
Really?
So it was just like, and they just had like a big field of. Like I guess they had their own garden and stuff.
That's Rick's dream.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
I love that.
But yeah, that's why they moved out, and it got covered, and then
Okay.
we got to visit it when we came back at I think it was my parents. I don't know what year anniversary that we all the cousins went to the Philippines, and we all got to see each other
Mhm.
for the first time in a long time.
Oh.
That must have been something kind of special.
Oh, it was awesome.
I imagine if I ran into all my family in the Ukraine, it would sort of add some kind of a new dynamic to the family reunion.
Yeah.
You know, the
yeah.
visit. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So what did you learn when you went there that you like? Even though I'm Filipino, I was like, holy, I didn't realize it was this. Did anything smack you in the face?
I just appreciate
The
little
heat.
things.
Mhm.
Oh, the heat! I loved it.
Yeah.
But I was stuck with my parents all the time. They're like, no, you can't go anywhere. You have to stay with us. So we
Yeah.
had to visit all these. That's what they make you do. They force you to go with them and visit all their friends, your other aunties and uncles, and you literally sit there while they chit chat
And
I'm
eat.
like, and eat.
Eat,
And
yeah.
it was a lot of food that I didn't eat.
Oh, yeah.
It's like very tradition.
Tradition.
I'm like,
Like balut?
Oh, that'll eat. That's
You
actually,
like that?
Yeah, it's not bad. You don't like it?
I had, well, I was challenged
It's
to
one
eat
of his
it,
life's
and I was all like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I could ever stomach this or even make the attempt. But I'm sure one day I will.
It's not that bad. Just don't look at it.
Yeah, but can you crunch the beard and the
Oh no, okay,
feet or
that's the part
anything?
I don't eat. I don't actually eat the bird. I actually just eat the yellow and the white part.
So like the yolks. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
the yolk part.
Oh, okay.
But when I see that bird, I'm like, no.
All right. So
here-
let me know when you eat that bird.
So
then
here's
we'll
our
talk about it.
fundraising challenge.
If you do it-
Fundraising challenge. Jerome's gonna teach a session, and right after, Rick's gonna eat balut.
Rick, if you do it, I'll do it.
Yes,
do it
let's
with
go.
you.
You'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it with you.
Oh my God. How would you even prepare for that? So let's say you've never. You remember that
Yeah.
Fear
Come in
Fear
hungry.
Factor?
Come
Remember
in
Joe
hungry.
Rogan? Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Remember they used to make him eat all kinds of weird
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
How do you think you prepare to eat for like worms or dirt or
Cow dick.
yeah? Like
Yeah.
how would you prepare for that? Do you think?
I
Do you
think it's a
you're?
mental thing.
Yeah, it
Well, it's
They're-
got to be, but
They're telling themselves blah, 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 and then just like swallow it down.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think it's
That's
all-
how everything new starts, right? You're just like, okay, here we go. Everybody's doing. You just do it.
yeah, if it's
Yeah.
kind of gross, just swallow it. Don't enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the staple pierogies. So I'm right being in the middle. Every
Yeah.
time I go to my Ukrainian side, there's always pierogies, no
Oh,
matter
okay.
what, for dinner, always pierogies. And then Filipinos, there's always like the lumpia is the pierogi,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
like an empanada is for Spanish people. It's like an anomaly, right?
Right.
It's like it's there, but it's not like this isn't just what we eat,
Mm-hmm.
but this is what you get like segregated to, right?
Right.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Filipino, lumpia.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Ukrainian, pierogi.
I know, so stereotypical.
Yeah.
I mean, people just call me pierogi. You know what I mean? Me and Fabio, I call him meatball. He calls me pierogi.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Italian meatballs. Yeah.
So, like something that I would find interesting is you put rice in all your breakfast dishes. Is that
Rice is
it a
everything.
Filipino staple?
Filipinos love their rice.
Yeah?
It's
Oh,
hard
my
for them to give that up.
Even for breakfast, eh? So
Oh.
you put the egg
Everything.
yolk on the rice.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's everything, Rick.
There you go.
That's why it's like people don't realize how much carbs
Oh, it's
there
hard.
are in a cup of rice.
Yeah.
And most Filipinos aren't eating a cup of rice. Like that is a regular serving of rice.
Yeah.
That's like 2-3 cups there, right? And you times that by 4, and the bigger the person is, they can probably eat
Yeah.
12 cups of rice in
Yeah.
a day.
One-
That's why it's such a big. You ever see the bags?
Oh, and
The
they
Red
fight
Rooster
over
bags?
They fight over those bags
Oh,
when
yeah,
it
especially
goes
when they
on
go on
sales.
discount? Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, Rick! Do not go on. Don't go to Superstore when they go on
How
discount.
much
Oh,
is a
yeah.
bag of rice like that?
Like 30, 35 bucks.
But it's
That's a sale price?
Yeah, it's
no,
like
a sale price
20,
is 25.
30 pounder. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's like Black Friday in the U.S.
Oh, it
It
is
is.
100%. Don't go.
Goes
Don't
nuts.
go.
Yeah.
But your Filipinos just going all out inside the store,
Oh.
bashing each other,
Yeah.
breaking bags of rice open. I can imagine it would be awesome.
But hey, they had weights at home now, right? You just
Yeah.
gotta pick one
Yeah.
of those guys up. Blessing was doing that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
She was doing that.
She had something else. She had like laundry detergent one time. She was using like a bag of baking soda. Yeah. It was
Creative.
funny. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you were saying off camera that you you help your family quite a bit in the restaurant,
Yes.
and you know you've got some newer ideas, but you've got a father who maybe kind of keeps you. You guys got to checks and balance. How did you guys navigate through the coronavirus? Like what happened and where are you at now?
Well, I had to. I got an email from my health inspector, and he
Mhm.
told me like all the protocols and stuff like that. So I just followed it, and then in placed it with my dad and said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," and all that stuff. And then as soon as you know it, I was
Mhm.
just like, "We gotta open." I kept thinking about our customers.
Yeah.
There's tons of people calling me. Like, so I got all our restaurant calls forward to my cell phone
Oh,
from the day we closed.
Yeah.
Okay, I got at least 10 missed calls starting at 6 a.m. We don't open till 7.
yeah.
6 a.m. calling me every day. Are you open yet? Are
Yeah.
you open? And I'm like, oh my goodness. And that's what motivated me. Like, Dad, there's customers that want us to be open.
Yeah.
They miss our food. So let's get back out there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he was more cautious about his health, right? Because he's diabetic and he's like turning 70 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that's why we took that 2-month break.
Mm.
So
Well,
that's
2 months.
2 months.
Oh, so
yeah.
you so were you doing food delivery or anything? Or you
Nothing.
complete?
We
completely shut down.
closed because we thought about our employees,
Right.
about their health. We were at that peak, right?
Yep.
And we just wanted to make sure everybody's safe and everything. And then that's when I saw other restaurants that were still doing takeout. I'm like, Dad, we're losing money if we're not opening right now.
Yeah.
We can still do takeout. We can limit the view, hanging out, seeing people and everything.
Mhm.
So that's why when I did see the email from my health inspector, all the protocols how to still operate, then
Yeah.
I said, this is doable. We can do it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So as of right now, you're open.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We just opened May 11th.
And
You're open for people to go in there now?
yeah, how does that
Because I
work?
think,
Not for dining, just for takeout.
but I think that phase 2 restaurants can now have half capacity, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
what I
It's just
saw.
when I give you the go ahead, right?
And
Yeah,
when
they're saying like as of I don't know.
June
Man,
1.
I got so many people messaging me yesterday, and I had
crazy.
like 5 different things.
Wow.
But the 5 different things were all around the same thing, meaning that we're going to be opening within the next week or two. So
right.
yeah, we're planning to break. We have a plan set up,
Right.
And I mean, the restrictions that they're setting up for the gyms is actually like decent. You know, having 10 people, that's just not feasible for what we do. But having half your capacity and 6 feet apart, I mean, we can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it make financial sense to open the gym and run 10 people classes 5 times a day or whatever it would work out to?
Yeah, we'd have to. We're gonna crunch that out.
Yeah.
We're gonna crunch that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we would have to do it, right? We would have to set X's on the floor, and we'd have to.
Pretty much. I mean, the nice thing about the gym here is that this is 50 feet wide by 6 feet each thing. So
Right.
it's not hard to like piece people out, right? And I think that you can get a decent number in here, enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself and your fitness journey? Because I know you're a rock star in the gym.
Thank you.
Did you find that it was a challenge outside of the gym? Did you stay motivated?
It was hard, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys. Like watching you every day, I felt like I was kind of almost here with you guys, and you guys have kept me sane.
Yeah.
Like to keep
good.
going, waking up, and be like, I'm like, if I come back to the gym, I'm like, I want to make sure I look good at these and stuff.
See, Jen?
That's the motivation.
That's what it is. She wants to get back at the gym and look good. So
Yeah.
People, you have at least a week. So.
But having said that, don't not come to the gym because you gained a few lbs. Don't worry,
okay.
We'll help you get rid of it.
Oh, no,
we'll
for
help you.
sure.
We'll help you get them off a lot faster
Yeah.
than if you did it on your own.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
But I know I'm guilty of it too. And I got the Corona 10 or 11
Ish.
or 12ish. Mostly hair though. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Mostly hair. I'll get rid of it soon.
And you know, it's funny you say that because a lot of clients. So I guess one of our clients, and she's like a rock star. I think it was Caroline.
Okay.
And she was like, "Yeah, I saw Neri at the No Frills, and I was gonna go up and give her a big hug, and I almost cried when I saw her. But then I would have thought, hey, she's never met me, and that she doesn't know who I am. and we don't realize because it's just us, camera, and then like the dozen of people that are on Zoom, and then the people that comment on Facebook. But we just like, I don't know, we're just like talking to nobody, right? Like, think about it on your end,
Right.
Excuse me. You find it hard to work out at home.
Right.
Well, for us to coach with no audience
Right.
is tougher
I know.
because
Oh,
we're
for
talking
sure.
to a camera and
Yeah.
we're looking down the barrel of a lens and we're just like, hey,
Like thank God for that
what's going
TV
on?
screen where at least we
Yeah.
can see something
fun.
moving in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Being on the Zoom was fun.
Yeah.
I love when you were like, come on, go harder. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
exactly.
guess I can't slack
What?
off right now.
What? How do they know that?
I am your conscious.
I literally had to put sometimes my Zoom on mute
Yeah.
because I was like squaring at you on the camera. I'm like, oh my God.
All right, so some of our audience are tuning in here. So Melinda says congratulations.
Thanks, Melinda.
Eugene Taggle says hello.
Hi, Eugene.
Betty wants to order food, so it's Pampanga.
Thanks, Betty.
Pampanga. And Kevin Dobbs says congrats, Kelly. Hugo says where's the food truck? He wants to know about the food truck. So and then Mike Wynn says let's go Pampanga Lumpia the best.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
Christine Malang.
Oh, my cousin.
Yeah, she said that's my cousin. Candice, hello Candice.
Hey, Candice.
And Blessing says went with my Filipino friends. Yes, rice with every meal. Miranda, JJ.
My brother.
Oh,
My youngest brother.
Nice.
Hi, bro.
he's incognito, backwards name. So yeah, he says what's up, Kelly.
Aw.
And Kevin Dobbs once again says keep crushing Kelly.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Can we play the game? Audience game.
Hell yeah, let's do
All
it.
right,
Let
so
me see if I can do. No. No. I gotta find the game song. Just wait.
Oh,
No.
we need
There
new,
you go. How
we
about
need new
that one?
cueings. We need something.
Start the game.
All right,
There you
guys.
go.
So welcome to this
Yeah.
game. We
Hey,
are
hey,
going to
hey,
play
hey,
a game. And Kelly, I thought we were a little bit closer in age, but we're a little bit different in age. And so we're just going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
I've already gotten written out. We're going to go with it, okay? And I think
Okay.
it does relate to you. So the game is living in the 90s, okay?
Okay.
Living in the 90s. Number one, do you remember pagers?
No.
Okay,
You
Rick.
don't remember pages?
So for our audience, most of them probably
Man,
had
I'm old. You're young.
most of them probably had a pager. But we're gonna ask some questions just about us, and we'll have a discussion. And if you don't know, then we'll fill you in.
Okay.
And then and so the audience, we're gonna play a game where you got to vote. Okay. So the number one vote is So it's pop band, pop movies, pop TV shows. Okay. So like for instance. Boys to Men or TLC. Okay, so that's going to be one of the questions later. Okay,
Okay,
so we're
got
going to
it.
get the audience to vote. All right,
Okay.
so let's talk about pagers, Rick. What is a fill her in?
Sorry.
Beeper, pager.
Okay, so just imagine this isn't a phone, but it's this
Oh,
size.
pager. Yes, I know what a pager
You
is.
never had one?
No.
Okay.
No pager.
Yeah.
So our audience, so me and Rick don't feel super old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a pager? I'd like to know.
Do you remember
that.
your 2 generations of pagers? Because I had 2
Yes.
generations.
Yeah.
One was this small little thing that
Yeah.
just the number came up
Yeah.
and then it went away, and then you had to hit the thing on the
Yes.
top for the number to come up.
Yes.
Or you had one that was a little fancier, it was
Yeah.
about this big and 3 times as thick.
Yeah.
And then it would the number would screen across.
Oh,
Like, that was
yeah.
high-end technology back then.
Yeah.
And I remember I had it when I was in grade 12, this giant, and I was like a little cat,
Yeah.
and I had this giant thing attached
Yeah.
to my hip. Man, we were losers back then. God, just thinking about this.
You know what it was? Is you're basically carrying around your garage door opener.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
basically
much.
what it was.
My garage door opener is a third of the size of my pager, so it's like carrying a small T, like your computer or your laptop on your hip.
All right, next question. What was your first cell phone? Which one?
A
Do you remember?
Nokia.
Nokia?
Yeah.
Which one did it look like?
It was like a rectangle.
Was it the gray one?
Well, we got to change cases, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
obsessed with changing different colors.
Yeah.
So it was just a
Flip phone, obviously, right?
Was it a flip phone?
Oh no,
No,
or was
no,
it the
it's just
open
like
face?
it's just open face.
Oh yeah. I remember those too. I had the one that was flipped open, looked like a car, like
Yeah.
a Lamborghini front.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
remember
gray
that.
one. So my first one was the gray one. It was all gray. It was pretty big. It was like this, and then it went, and then the buttons lit up in green. And then it was the BlackBerry.
Oh,
That's as far as I can remember.
Do you remember those days?
Blackberries.
Berries, eh?
Yes, BlackBerries.
Whatever happened to BlackBerry? That was the thing to have. Everybody
was.
had one, and then now nobody has one.
Yeah.
No.
What was the failure of BlackBerry?
I think they just didn't. They tried to get into the whole smartphone era,
Mm-hmm.
but they also tried to stay, and they were just confused whether they were going to be doing business focus, and they tried to just go strictly for business
Right.
operators,
Right.
or go mainstream like the iPhone and the Samsung. And I think
Right.
that because of that, everybody wanted both, and they only wanted to do one.
Right.
Then they just didn't evolve, right? So
Right.
just like workouts, right? We're still going to offer virtual workouts for everybody that's still not comfortable going into an environment yet.
Yeah.
And we'll have in person, right? Obviously, we want to see more people in person, but we're going to adjust and give people what they need.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. Okay, so Doc Martens. We already asked this question. You've never owned a pair of Doc Martens?
No.
You must have owned a pair of Doc
What do they
Martens.
look like?
So Doc Martens are like military style boots. They had like the yellow. Remember the yellow
Yep.
Trim? They're
Yellow
pretty
trim.
dope. Yeah.
Thick
They
base or
came
tread.
back.
Yeah.
They're back now.
Are
We
they,
ever-
like are they like Timberlands?
No.
Well, I mean, they're a boot like that, but they're black with
There.
it's the that
Oh.
yellow
Oh,
stitch.
no.
Your sister must have had
My
these.
brother.
Your brother, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever get into the grunge era?
No.
So that was my next question. Were
Was
you a
the
raver?
worst.
No, I've actually never been to a rave.
No.
I've
Raves
hosted-
died off.
I've
like, fairly
hosted
quick.
them.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I've hosted them,
Yeah.
but never actually
Been in one.
been to one.
Yeah.
No.
The number one way of spreading disease is raves, in my opinion.
100%.
Oh, for sure.
So I can't
Everybody
see those
massaging
ever
each
existing
other.
again. You know,
Yeah.
everybody on MDMA just rubbing up and down, sweating on each other. Oh my God. Hey,
Yeah.
those will
no.
never happen again. That's it.
Well, not now, no.
All right. So here's my next question.
Yes.
Did you have frosted tips? And this is probably more a question for Rick.
No. No.
You never dyed your hair blonde?
I have. Oh, you have never seen me blonde
Yeah,
before?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, I
but you've
only-
never had the. I guess that's more of a guy thing. The
That's
frosted
no.
tips.
Yeah. No.
So what was like the thing that girls would do? I remember like
You have big hair?
chunky. No.
you ever
No.
have that-
We would have like that yellow kind of copper color hair.
Yeah.
It's like we
do it
could-
yourself dye.
Yeah, like we couldn't get it to the blonde, so
Yeah.
then we just had to settle for that, and I'm just like, and then our roots would grow
Peroxide,
out. Oh,
yeah.
it's so bad. So,
I remember that actually. I remember
All right,
that.
so let's get into this game. All
Okay.
right, we're gonna go just a voting. So we got 3 audiences, 4. Okay. So question for the audience and everybody here. Let's go first. Vote for top band of the 90s. So Boys to Men or TLC.
I would say Boys to Men.
Rick,
Like just based on
just
our personal
those
opinion?
2. Yeah. Which would you?
If
If you had to listen.
I say
to one.
TLC just because I knew more of the songs. I think.
I'm Boys to Men for sure. Jerome, what are you? Let's get Jerome in here.
Boys to Men, brother.
All right, audience, Boys to Men or TLC. So we got 3 for Boys to Men, 1 for TLC. We got another TLC. Okay, keep posting, guys. I'm gonna come back to it.
What's your favorite Boys to Men song?
Oh,
I'll make love to you.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think a lot of people got pregnant on that song for sure. Eh?
but you ever listen to a '90s song and then the guy, baby, I'm sorry. You're like, what are you? Please forgive me. I know you were cheating on me.
I know the
But
talking.
it's okay, girl. No, but the things they would say is like, it's okay. You broke my heart. But I'm coming back to you crawling on my hands and knees. I'm like, and I love this song. Like, how do I love this song?
Yeah.
Right? And
I know.
legit, go listen to the lyrics when the
I
guys.
know.
Yeah.
Baby, you know I'm sorry.
I'm definitely going to listen to the lyrics now.
All right, let's go a little bit more mainstream. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Backstreet Boys. I was in love with them. And then I fell in love with NSYNC after.
NSYNC, was that the two brothers? Who's NSYNC?
NSYNC. NSYNC was Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
And then everybody else. And then the Backstreet Boys
yes.
was just Backstreet Boys. There was
Yeah.
no real Nick
There was
Carter, I guess. But
There were cousins.
Backstreet
There was
Boys.
cousins in the Backstreet Boys, I thought.
oh, really?
who's NK?
Brothers. Oh, you're thinking of It's
NKO.
all
New Kids on the Block.
because-
Oh, yes.
New Kids on the Block.
I
But
know
no, you're
that.
thinking of the other guys. What are they called, Jerome? You know what I'm talking about.
Which one?
The boy band. There was two brothers, Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey, yes.
And Drew.
And
And Drew.
Yeah, who are those guys?
That's 98 degrees.
98 degrees.
He was
There
married
you
to Tuna.
Jessica
Is
Simpson.
Jessica
Tuna's
Simpson.
the fish, the chicken of the sea or whatever?
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica
They had a
Simpson.
show and everything, eh? I know. So those are the bands. So you had NSYNC, New Kids on the Block, 98 Degrees, and who was the other one?
NSYNC.
NSYNC, Boys,
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
New
craze
Kids on
that
the Block.
was,
New
eh?
Kids on the Block were a little bit older.
They were way before.
and 98 Degrees was a little bit after.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
they came on a little bit later. So like
Mhm.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys were like head to head.
Yes.
So audience, what are we saying? I'm Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
You're who?
It's-
Justin Timberlake, or do you even know Backstreet Boys? Yeah. All I ever want.
Oh, I know them. Oh, I know them.
I think you.
Where do you think I got my hairstyle ideas from? It was all about the tips. I can't remember. There must have been like a 12-year period where I always had blonde tips or blonde
That
hair.
was like you just got rid of those. Like
yeah,
a couple
literally.
years
I was
ago.
I was 40 years old. I still had tips till I rolled in here and they're like, no.
Yeah.
That's enough of that, Rick.
All right, so it looks like Backstreet is winning, and it looks like Boys to Men for that one. All right, let's move on to movies of the 90s, okay?
Oh.
So Home Alone or Dumb and Dumber?
Which is the better?
Yeah.
Home Alone,
Yeah.
for sure.
Dumb and Dumber. That is the good. That's
Jerome?
mindless humor.
Home Alone, bro. Home Alone for me.
Yeah, if I had to
Yeah.
watch a movie, and then I've always watched Home Alone, especially like when it's snowing out or whatever, when there's
You
snow.
have to.
It's just automatic. It's Home Alone 1. Even 2 was just a classic.
Yeah.
Like he's probably still making bank on that because he hasn't done much since then.
Who?
No.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah.
I saw him on a podcast the other day. He's actually a very intelligent man now.
Really?
Not a kid. I'll always see him as a kid because,
Right.
who doesn't? But he was very engaging, had a lot
Yeah.
of good points and
Yeah.
answered a lot of good questions. Even had good questions for Joe Rogan. I like him.
Not a lot of guys like evolve from the childhood, like
No,
if
they
they're
don't.
in their teens or
Mhm.
even like earlier. I find that they just really dissolve.
Right.
The only guy who's really been able to do the transition has been Bieber. And I feel like Bieber is like, people, whatever he is, I feel like he's a soldier. Like,
Yeah.
He is.
He listens. I think he listens to the people that are around him and he does what they say that he should do.
Right.
Right? Because a lot of these guys crumble when they start trying to do their own thing. Like
Yeah.
Pink fell off when she wanted to do her own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know anything new from Bon Jovi, right? Like they stick to the rock. He went to country, right? There's not a lot of people that can do the
Bon Jovi went
transition.
country?
See? Yeah, dude, he's straight country.
Really?
Yeah, and Pink went like rock, right? Instead
Yeah.
of pop. So, just stick with what you're
I feel like a
good
lot of them went into like reality TV shows
Yeah.
and then they tried some sort of different genre altogether and then they're coming back. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's voting Home Alone. And
I feel like this is very much Rick against everybody else.
all right, here we go. You're probably gonna lose on this one.
Yeah, what do you
All
got?
right, Titanic or Jurassic Park? Because both those made some money, right?
Ah.
So the question is
if you had
based
to
on
watch
what?
a movie tonight, Friday night,
Roger
eating
that.
some Pampanga lumpia, what would you put on to watch?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Well, I'd have to choose Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care for Titanic.
Yeah, 3
but
hours.
Yeah, that's too long. But
Okay.
Jurassic Park, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jerome.
Yo, Titanic, man.
Only because I like to bitch about the fact that she just let him drown.
Yeah.
Why not let him on the board?
That's what I was thinking.
Why
right?
not let him on the board? So rude, man. So rude.
So you can watch that scene again? That's so sad.
Okay, so we've got a battle here between the two, Titanic and Jurassic Park. I don't know. I don't think I could sit through Titanic again. I love
Yeah.
the movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
pretty much know the movie from front to start. I think I've only watched it a couple times.
Yeah.
But it's a memorable movie forever. But I love watching Jurassic. I love the outdoor. The fact that I know I've been there, right?
Yeah.
Because it was filmed in Hawaii.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
Yeah,
There's a
and,
little
like,
more humor in it too.
Yeah, there's a little bit more humor, and I love dinosaurs.
I love the
so
thrilling.
It's
Like
it was so good.
It was taking forever to see the
Yeah.
T-Rex and everything, and
It was
just-
so well
oh,
done.
Have you been in Hawaii?
I have.
Yeah, you must
Twice.
have
You
loved
went
that.
recently, didn't you?
Twice. I went
Yeah.
a few years ago. Love it.
Where'd you go?
Just to the main island.
I mean, where
Oahu.
Waikiki,
Oahu.
Yeah. You
So
been there, Rick? Oh, you haven't been there.
Well, wherever you've been, that's where I've been because we traveled to Hawaii together, right?
We don't go to Oahu.
No,
No.
Where
we go to the Big Island,
Man,
and
I
we
can't
went to
remember.
Kauai and
Boy,
Maui.
Kauai. Maui was
So
awesome.
you've only
Did you go
been
to Maui?
you've only been to the real Hawaii. You haven't been to the Vegas of Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah. See,
It's a big
very
difference. You go
Is
there,
it?
super commercial.
Yeah.
Super,
Yeah, super commercial. Like lots of tourists. Like it's crazy.
Before you get going there, so you said you're an adrenaline junkie. While you were in Hawaii, real quick, did you jump out of an airplane?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you
What?
did.
That's the first time I went skydiving.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay,
I-
we'll go back to that. Go
Okay.
ahead. Which one, RJ, to finish his questions? I'm
All right.
curious to know.
Last one here. All right. Top TV shows of the 90s. Okay.
'Kay.
So if you have to watch one show for the next week, Seinfeld or Friends?
Friends, come on.
Friends.
Jerome?
I've never been seen
Friends,
Seinfeld.
friends.
What?
That would be
I've
the-
never seen
Okay,
one
I'm,
episode.
I'm Seinfeld.
You've never seen Seinfeld?
Never.
Oh man,
It's so good.
That's
Is
like-
it really?
Yeah, it's so good. It's just, you know what? It's humor that you watch and you feel good about watching it.
Okay.
And it's just kind of mindless. You ever watch Office?
No. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Seinfeld is like they continue the theme going, but
Yeah.
it's the shows don't. It's not a soap opera. Whereas
Right.
like Friends is awesome. I love it too.
Yeah,
but
there is.
if you watch an episode of Friends, there's like you got to follow the wherever they are. Versus Seinfeld, it's always something
Mhm.
that is something,
Right.
and it's super relatable to like. You ever notice how you go to a Frogurt store and it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's just a little story to the story.
I feel like there's a generational difference between both the shows too.
True.
I feel like a younger person might go towards Friends, and a
Friends.
little bit older might go towards the Seinfeld.
It was older humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like, man, we're getting battles back and forth here. Seinfeld, Friends, Seinfeld. Anybody else for Seinfeld or Friends?
That one's
Last
for
one.
sure going to be down the middle. Those are just two
That's
awesome shows,
So
you know.
down the middle.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to watch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try one.
All right. So, okay, 90210 or Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
90210 for sure, man. That was my life.
And
I
you know
love
what?
these guys.
They both had Kellys in it.
Yeah. Jerome?
Fun fact.
921 over.
Oh, I'm Saved by the Bell.
Really?
Definitely. So, okay, so which of those 90210 characters would you most connect with? Or did
Brandon-
you want to be like?
Well, no, I kind of like Dylan because he was an
He's so
older
cool.
badass.
Yeah.
But at the time, I feel like I was more like Brandon.
What, a nice guy?
Just like, I don't know, a preppy kid. I don't know. I kind of had hair like him.
Yeah. Can I tell you a fun fact?
He's so good looking now. Have you seen him?
Who? Brandon?
He's stayed good looking
Oh, yes.
all the way through. He's got a little beard. He has a show. Actually,
Really?
the show's really good.
Oh, I should check it out.
You would actually, it would be right up your alley. It's a good
Yeah.
show.
What's it about?
I can't remember. I found it on Netflix. I was watching it and then I just stopped watching it, but it was really
Like
good.
it's a sitcom kind of show, or is it more him engaging
it's like
with
a Netflix original. It's
Oh.
really raw. Like there's
Oh.
sex scenes in it, I believe, and
Yeah.
it's really good. Anyways, go on.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
So our names, my siblings' names, well, two of our siblings' names, got it from 90210.
No way.
So my older brother and sister named me from Kelly from
Uh-huh.
90210, and
Yeah.
then my younger brother Dylan is
Okay.
from that.
Really?
All from
Your
that
parents
show.
named him?
Well, I think my older brother and sister kind of had an input, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, let's
okay.
name her Kelly. Let's
Oh,
name her
because it was
Dylan."
hot then.
And it was because they're huge fans.
Okay,
of
so wait,
902.
you have how many siblings? Four?
There's
there's
four
four of you?
Yes,
4 of you total?
5.
5.
I'm the middle.
Okay, so who's your oldest?
Warren,
Okay,
and then Gladys,
Gladys.
Then
I met
me.
Gladys.
and then me, and
Yeah.
then Dylan,
Yeah.
and then Justin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Let's talk real quick.
Yeah.
Hottest girls. 90210, which one's the hottest girls? And Saved by the Bell, hottest girls.
Kelly and
Kelly.
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 I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
Kelly.
Unbiased
kind of a
opinion
that's
over
kind of a
here.
no-brainer. But I always had a little thing for the other chick, Shannon. Just the
Oh,
dark,
yeah.
just the dark hair thing. Yeah.
You know who I liked, and I'm such a weirdo
The
for
nerd.
this? Do you remember? So there's the three main ones, and then you had that one. She was like always like I guess the nerd, the teacher's pet was like the teacher assistant. You remember her?
Yeah.
Had the glasses. Do you remember her name?
Yeah, no.
I found her to be the attractive one. I don't know why. I'm a weird bird like that.
What was the one girl's name that had a show and then she kind of went crazy and lost all her money? Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, and her dad was like the producer.
And then she had a reality TV show with her guy, and there was a dysfunctional family. You guys remember Screech?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You got to wonder how a guy like that was his character, and somehow he became famous. The most awkward, weirdest, nerdiest cat in the whole entire world. Hey?
Yeah.
Wow. Screech.
So that, and then they brought 90210 back.
Yeah, but
Did you
new
see it?
generation people. Like,
No. They brought the original crew back
they
together.
did. I
and
haven't
it's
seen that yet.
It's basically an edited reality TV show.
Okay.
So they kind of did it like the Kardashians, but they actually had somebody scripted it, and then but they acted it out like as if it was like their real life. So like Tori Spelling's problems were Tori Spelling's problems, and they actually went by their names, like not Dylan or Dylan.
Really?
He wasn't in it, but it was
like their real name.
Their real names. So it was them, the characters back in 90210, but they're actually what they are now.
Right.
And then with the scripted story. So it was actually decent. I don't know. I just tuned out.
So it was just one episode or?
No, it was the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is on cable?
It's on Shaw.
Yeah, on Shaw?
Yeah, you could
I haven't had cable for 10 years, so I'm missing out on those.
All right, let's go one more. Last one. It's already 9:50. All right, so let's go last vote here. Full House or Family Matters?
Full House.
Family Matters was the black family.
Yeah.
Full House was Uncle Jesse.
No, I liked Family Matters.
Yeah.
What was the nerdy kid in that?
Steve Urkel.
Urkel.
Stefan?
Urkel, that guy.
Stefan or Steve
Remember
Urkel?
Stefan?
Yes.
Who's that?
Stefan was his alter ego, so he'd like somehow change into this like smooth operator, and it was like a ladies' man.
I don't know if I remember that, but I remember that. I don't know why I was always into these nerds. I was just intrigued. It was like a train wreck because like I don't want to watch this, but yet I can't look away for some reason, you know?
Audience, what are we saying? Full House or we're getting a lot of Full Houses. Full House. Somebody said Urkel. Jerome?
Full House, man.
Yeah, I'm a Full House. Uncle Jesse was my guy.
That's right.
Yeah. Uncle Jesse.
That guy has aged very well.
Yes,
so
he looks good.
Yeah. Talk to my wife. I gotta
yeah.
listen every time he comes on, and she's all, Hey,
Good to go.
Are you married?
No.
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh, she's looking for her Zach. That's what we were told.
So tell us about your perfect guy. What are you looking for?
Tall.
How tall? What's tall?
Yeah,
Like
what's
6 to
tall?
8? Because there's tall.
Oh, 6 feet.
You want okay?
That's
so,
my target. Like,
Okay,
that's
6
my
feet. Okay.
6 feet.
Typical.
Yeah.
Always with the tall
Tall.
guys, eh?
Athletic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I need someone that can keep up with me, play sports with me.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
huge. Yeah.
Family oriented.
Mhm.
Romantic. I'm kind of a sucker for guys who are like,
So
open
your
doors.
flowers and
Yes.
edible arrangements. How would you do with one of those if they brought you that?
I'd be very happy.
There we go. There we go. Get on that order, gentlemen.
There you go. Secret key to her heart.
Yeah.
Right there. We just gave it to you.
Food,
Can't make it
candies,
any
dipped
easier for you
chocolate.
guys.
Mm.
Sorry, I interrupted that. Where were you at with it?
No, that's
You
it.
done?
Yeah.
I got a few questions for you, actually,
Okay.
just since we're into this. Your favorite childhood toy? Is it still your blankie?
No, that's not a toy. That's my cuddle thingy.
Okay. Why do you still have that?
What is it? And what does it look like?
Yeah.
Is it like Lion King or something?
No, it's like it used to be an old comforter that I found because I
yeah.
actually had a blankie growing up, like an
Yeah.
actual like small blankie.
Mm-hmm.
Had a dog on it, like a stitch, not like it had a stitch. And I brought it with me to my mom's party, and then the next day I couldn't find it. It was gone.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know if it fell out of the car or whatever. I cried for weeks.
Mhm.
Then I don't know how I transitioned to this big blanket, like a comforter,
Yeah.
and then now it's like this big clump of ball.
Yeah.
Like it's totally run down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just helps me like sleep.
Yeah.
It just like if I have it, I just pass out with it, and like if I like it's my cuddle thing.
Mhm.
Instead of cuddling with a man, I have this, and that's
Okay.
I'm good.
So if that thing disintegrates, what are you going to do?
I don't
Would you have to
know.
replace it?
I don't know.
Did
It's
you ever
really
have
hard.
Did you ever have a childhood toy that you kept for way too long?
I don't know.
It was
I don't
almost
think so.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I had a teddy bear that I wanted at the X.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he had a really fat body, and
Yeah.
tiny little arms, and
Yeah.
little legs and a little tail, and I kept him around for like 20 years. I would just make up my bed, and he'd just sit there. I'd throw him away. I never slept with it or anything, but
Yeah.
for some reason, I just couldn't throw him away. So
So how'd you finally give it up?
I don't even remember. Probably because I hit a certain age, and it was just weird to still have a teddy bear as a man. You know,
Like, what am I doing?
But even when I bought my house, I still had this teddy bear. It was like when I lived at home, I guess, but I was still
Yeah.
20. I was 25 or 26 when I bought my house, but
Yeah.
it was I guess I just grew out of it. I can't really remember why.
Yeah.
I think
Guys,
maybe
Neri jumped on. She's becoming a regular.
Neri.
Neri,
Good morning,
you know why
Neri.
Neri tuned in?
Why?
Because I told her I'm bringing her Filipino breakfast.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so she's
Fun
pretty.
fact.
She's pretty fired about it.
We went to high school together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You and Neri?
I had no clue.
Yeah, Tech Buck.
Oh, okay, took work. Okay, so that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
So you're the same age as my wife. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we talk about. I'm like, how do you not know that?
Well, you guys can't be that far apart. What are you, 5
I'm
years?
37. I mean, that's
You're
a
what?
pretty big gap,
33.
right?
33.
Think
Yeah.
about it. I was like in high school, and then she would have been
Yeah.
just starting,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, that's a big generational gap.
Yeah. You
I
went to
feel
Tech
like
Block,
5
eh?
years.
Yeah.
Is, 5
Nice.
years is the spread. I think 3 is like we're pretty close. Like,
Yeah.
And then 5 is like there's some big differences between the two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Neri says Tech Block Hornets.
I
Yeah.
would- it
We
was-
were called the Horny Hornets.
Why?
Yes, Horny Hornets.
Neri, are you a horny hornet?
What sports did you play?
Coming home.
Which one?
What sports did you play in high school?
Volleyball, soccer, basketball,
plays everything.
track,
Yeah.
golf.
Works
Yeah.
out. She wants to be a coach.
Do you?
Thought about it.
Yeah.
I've
Like a
That'd be
actually-
fitness
fun.
coach?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
hell
about-
yeah.
I thought about being a coach here,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I just look at you guys. I'm like, I can do that.
Mm.
So that's why I would do little small groups. Like you know how you put us in groups. I would
Mhm.
motivate the people beside me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring lots of people. It's awesome. And the people that you do bring like are great.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we put her on the spot and say, okay, describe 4 exercises right now?
Yeah.
Just pretend that we're all here in front of you. How would you
4
describe a
exercises.
bicep curl?
I don't know.
All right, everybody, do
We'll have to
this.
work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Do this. Just like when Philly's like, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then he moves on to the next one. I'm like, no, man, you can't say that. You can't say that. You have to actually show them what
Yeah.
that means.
See, I'd rather show than I describe it.
Yeah, you got to do both.
Yeah.
You remember any really embarrassing moments that maybe you had in your high school years? Maybe more recently? No? You want to make an embarrassing moment? I feel like we should put her on the hot seat and maybe find her a
No.
date.
Oh,
Hey?
yeah.
What else?
Auctioning.
Okay, so you like them tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like them romantic.
Yeah.
Athletic.
Athletic.
Yeah.
What was the
Funny.
other-
That's
Funny.
first. He has to
Jeez,
make
where do
me
you think
laugh.
all these guys exist in the world? Where have you found your best success rate in meeting men?
Sports.
Like going to watch a sporting event and
No.
they're there?
No.
Playing
Oh,
sports.
playing sports.
Just that's where I met like my last exes. Was
Mhm.
playing sports.
Yeah.
So why don't they last? Are all your exes crazy?
No.
That's the question we asked Rick, and he said
Uh,
yes, all his exes are crazy.
I guess we're just on 2 different pages, you
Ah,
know.
there you go.
So what do you mean? Give us an example.
Yeah.
I'm ready for marriage and kids, and they
Ah.
weren't.
Yeah.
So.
So you need to find yourself an older man. Somebody about 10 years older than you. That's
Actually,
what
I
you
dated someone 10 years older than me.
need. Yeah. Yeah.
You think
'Cause
that
if-
would be right? You think that a guy that's 43 years old is going to want kids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean-
I think that'd be a tough. But I think that's a question that you just got to go out and ask. Obviously, not on the first date, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, we don't have a lot of time, and if you're like serious about it, that's one of the things I did with Neri. I just said, hey, like I kind of reverse engineered. And I was like, hey, you
Right.
probably want to travel and hang out with your friends more and this and that. And, like getting into a serious relationship's not what you want. And she's
Right.
like, no, I want that. I'm like, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But you got to be in the right mindset to ask
Right.
those questions, because if you're not, then it's just not right to ask that.
What if you met an older guy who had kids?
Mm.
Would you? But he still wants to have another kid. Would you be okay with that?
I was first against it,
Mhm.
but then I've have friends that have kids, and I see how amazing dad they are,
Mhm.
and so then I've opened up myself, and I'm like, that could be the father of my children. He could be an amazing man, and like all
Mhm.
that. So then, yeah,
Yeah.
I was open to it,
Yeah.
as long as he puts me up there too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
like there's
That-
some guys that are like all about their kids, and I'm
Mm.
like, okay, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know that's such a great point, and that's advice I would give to dads, is that if you like, you got to understand that it's not just about you guys being married and raising your kids. It's
Yeah.
like you have your relationship with, like, so I have 2 kids and I have a wife,
Right.
and I have a business and I have
Right.
friends and all that kind of stuff, and so I really try to make time for all of it.
right.
So I like today actually in my journal, it's like, what are you doing? So I always write out, one of my goals is perfect day.
Right.
Perfect life is what I write. And so today, and I don't know if Neri's still on, but it's like 15 minutes for each person. And it's like clear, intentional I'm here with you, right? Like yesterday I was with Jet, and we bring him through the trails, and he goes and plays with kids, and yeah, I'm there, right? Like, and I brought him there, but we're not playing together,
Right.
And so like today I plan to like 15 minutes just dial in and just like sit there, whatever he wants to do. You want to like go throw a Lego at the wall? Let's go throw a Lego at the wall, right? Like it's gonna be me, you time. Same thing with my other son, and then same thing with my wife. And so as you become a dad, as you start to layer on different elements of your life, you still have to partition time off, and the less time you have to give, the more impactful that time has to be, right? Like I have multiple hats right now. It's unbelievable. But I make sure that, okay, this time is this time, this time is this time, this time is this time. And that's as you start to get more and more, you're gonna have to find it. And then you're gonna have to not get rid of, but like I don't really play sports anymore, right? You'd always see me playing volleyball every day.
I know, we used to play together.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm serious about it, so I got to train. Right. And since I can't train, I don't feel like I'm coming in and playing properly.
Right.
And if I'm not playing properly, then I'm not competing. And if I'm not competing, if I'm out there just to go through it, then I should be at home with my family.
Right.
If I'm going through the motions, then I need to take that time and energy, focus on something that's bigger.
Right.
I struggle with that right now. It's like I'm 37. I still want to play sports, but at the same time, I want to really focus on my career.
Risk to reward.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Risk
if
to
I
reward.
get hurt, yeah, like
Well,
I can't coach.
You smashed your knee.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you bounced out of that pretty good.
I'm not scared to get hurt, though.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to get hurt, but it's just like if I didn't do the training and the practice and I get hurt, then I would regret it.
Right.
Right. But if I was training and focused on it and did it and got hurt, that's a different story, because I made my own bed. Yeah. But if I'm going at it half-ass and then that's on me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't.
Okay, let's get back to seeing if I can embarrass you a little bit. Older guys versus younger guys, or maybe your own age guys. What do you find the benefits, the pros and the cons?
Oh yeah. And what's younger first? Younger guy.
Yeah. What's the youngest you've dated?
5. Yeah. Okay.
Like
Here we go.
2 years?
15?
Oh, okay, so about the same
Really?
age.
15 years old?
No,
I'm just kidding.
No,
Were you picking them up from high school?
Because
No.
like if I go any younger, they're close to my brother's age, and my brothers get pissed.
So you would never do that?
No, they'd be
Okay.
like, "Stay away from my friends." I'm like, "Okay." So, normally not younger. I just don't feel like they're ready yet, and I don't want to feel like I'm forcing them or rushing them. I want someone that's already there.
Yeah.
So most of my exes have been older. The oldest was 10 years, and then like so forth, like 2-3 years.
Yeah. So do you think it's weird, or do you think it's normal for a woman to date a man 10, 15 years older?
No.
It's normal?
It's normal
Yeah.
now.
I think it's all on the maturity. Like, I mean, the women that I hire, the people that I hire, like I'm 37, you're in your 40s, early 40s, of course, right? Jerome, same age as me, right? So like the team that I built my core team around mature individuals that are focused, but we also have a lot of like just killer players that are younger and just shock me. Like Jackie, she's doing our Instagram stuff, right? And I'm like, and she's like, oh, I can't do it. My computer sucks and da-da-da. And then she does it, and she does it awesome. I'm like, Jackie, I have to train people 10 years older than you to like, you know what I mean? And and they get paid to do this.
Yeah.
And you do it so awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude. And so the younger generation, it doesn't matter their age. I think it matters how they are up here.
Yeah. Right.
What do you find some differences though between, say, I know everybody has a different role, but what do you find between younger employees and older employees? Like what do you find that's maybe different? Nothing bad or good, just different.
Yeah.
What do you see?
I think the older, a little bit more old dog, new tricks. Younger, you have to come in. You have to come in with their approach, and like I said, everybody's approach is differently. So, some people you come with a friend. Some people you come with the hard hand. Some people you come as you gotta like. You just got to really know that person.
Right.
But I think with them, it connects. You got to connect a little bit more with their soul. And with the older generation, you have to give them time.
Right.
You can't expect it right away. And like if I ask Rick, I know Rick will be all fired up about something, and then sometime, and then me and him will fight a little bit, and then it's gone. Yeah. And then it's gone. We'll get over it. Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is. And you got to have a mindset. I mean, once you're older and kind of in your own ways and you understand how things work, and then some young cat comes in who's like, download shit onto your computer. He's like, use this now. You're like, no. No.
And he'll say no, but then he'll eventually come around, and next thing you know, he's got a laptop in front of you.
Exactly.
I didn't even know I have. I'm so technology advanced, I didn't even remember.
Yeah.
Your perfect date. Oh, sorry. You got another question?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect
Like in
date.
Winnipeg or anywhere in the world?
Let's start Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, yes.
And then
I need a
found
date night example.
Yes.
Oh, here.
Winnipeg. Yeah.
Summer or winter?
Let's see if we can get you a date right now.
No.
So all the guys out there that are 40 years old.
No.
You, if you're athletic, you're 6 feet tall, and you're down with all the things she says. Let's get this done. What do you want them to do? Pick you up in a limo, helicopter,
No, pick
bicycle?
me up and take me fishing.
Okay.
Fishing? Where?
Simple.
Anywhere. On a
Lockport?
boat.
You like
Oh,
fishing?
on a
I
boat?
love fishing. That's one of my other sports I play.
Really?
Yeah.
I never ever would have guessed that.
Oh, I love
Filipinos
fishing.
fish, man. What are you talking
No,
about?
I know. I just never thought Kelly would be a fisherman.
Oh, I
Okay.
love fish.
Okay.
So take
So
me
fishing,
fishing and then
Just a chill.
yeah, super
Where would you eat?
chill
Where would you like to eat? Like,
in the restaurant.
let's just say, like, you're not trying to impress them and you're ordering a salad. Like, where would you eat?
Oh,
Like,
if
where would
he-
you like to
if
go?
he could bring me to a restaurant that has really good quality food, like a fast food, like my favorite fast food restaurant in the city, I would love a fat boy.
Okay.
Right?
So what are you talking about? High quality?
I don't know about high quality,
Yeah,
but
but
I mean, that's,
I was like,
no,
oh, she's a highs and like 5'2"
no,
type
like
of
the
girl.
quality of that fat boy is like he's like you have to try this place. It's like
Oh,
local. It's
like
so
you.
good.
Like
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
Like your restaurant.
I'm like I don't care about highs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. No.
Like no commercial, no franchise.
Yeah.
Like bring me to somewhere where
Yeah.
that guy is like, he's the guy cooking it and he's putting love into it.
Yeah.
That
So would
makes
you
sense.
say it's not necessarily about the money? It's maybe more about the experience or something
Yeah.
different like that.
Like don't get me wrong. I like to be wine and dine sometimes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
But if I really want to know a guy, if he wants to show me, that would be my perfect
Yeah,
date. You
okay.
know?
Yeah.
Okay, so he picks you up, takes you fishing, takes you for lunch to get you a fat boy. So we're up till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What's
Yeah.
next? He's got a whole day with you. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Maybe take me to the beach and just go for a walk.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that's it, and just like hang out, get to know each other.
Yeah. So let's add
So
up the
it's-
gas
so
so
it's
far.
just time.
We're going to Lockport to
It's
fish,
time.
back to the city for the fat boy, all the way to Grand Beach for a walk on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, then what?
Then be like, drop me home. Be like, you have 2 hours to get ready. And then be like, I picked out this dress for you, and then I'll pick you back up, and then you take me out to a nice dinner.
Ah, nice.
And
So he
then-
picks your dress out for you.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Do you think that that's something that a lot of women want, or do you think that's kind of old school and maybe like I don't need him to pick out my dress?
I think it's,
Oh, you want him to pick your dress out?
yeah.
Oh, I never thought
you
of
know, I like those old romantic movies. Where
that. I like when they're like picks up. Growing up, every time I would go out, when I would go to the bars, I'd always come out, hair perfect, shirt, whatever. Mom, how do I look?
yeah.
And you know what I mean? I'm always looking for that.
Yeah. So does Neri pick out your?
She doesn't pick my clothes up, but definitely like I'm coming out there.
So would you be
Ask
flattered if
her.
she's like, RJ,
Yeah.
you look so good in these pants. I want you to wear these pants,
Oh,
this shirt,
I would
this
never take 'em
jacket,
off.
and I want you to put your hair like
Yeah, I
this.
would never take them off.
And these are the underwear I'm going to eat off
the
you
reason
later.
why I trim my beard is because she told me to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, I would have looked disgusting.
I know.
Like, yeah.
For sure, one of the things that dictates the way I do things, the way I look, is the response from the wife, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
always see like, or like,
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I won't frost tip my hair anymore. Okay, so where are you going? Now that you got this nice dress that he picked out, he's picking you up. Where are we going?
Just to a local restaurant. That's
You have a
known
favorite?
in the city? Probably Inferno's. It's just my favorite French food.
Never been.
Inferno's.
Inferno Bistros.
Babe, Inferno's. Now we got married? We got married there.
Oh, congrats! That's awesome.
They're not open anymore.
Yeah, they are in St. Boniface.
No, it was on Academy.
Okay, that one's no.
That one closed.
Yeah.
So there was two.
Yeah, there was two.
I didn't know that. Yeah, we got married in the back of Inferno's, and you wanted. I shouldn't even say this out loud. I'll tell you why. Because I used to be part of this barter group, and
Oh, yeah.
I got barter bucks. I got $300 in barter bucks. So I took the two of us, the guy who was supposed to be in my wedding party, but he couldn't come to Mexico, so we just did it here.
Yeah.
And then one of her girlfriends, and then the guy who married us. And
Yeah.
I spent it in bartered like gift
Did
certificates
they know that
on
you're
my
coming?
wedding.
Did you know they were coming with that? Did the owners know you were coming with
Yeah,
this?
yeah. They gave us a
okay.
little room in the back.
No. But did they know how you were paying prior?
I don't know.
Because I think that curves the experience.
I'm not
right?
sure. I'm not sure, but that's me. Like I like to save a buck too, but
Oh.
it's still money. I still have to
Hey,
spend
yeah,
money to get it.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick's pulling it out of his pocket.
The big baller.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfold the gift certificates.
There you go.
300
Here's your
gift
certificates. Where did you even get these? They're saying we were told nobody ever claims gift certificates. Yeah.
That's smart.
So yeah, if you expect Rick not to use a gift certificate, guess what? He's gonna use it.
I almost feel like
Do you have gift certificates kicking around your house?
I have none.
Do you?
Yes.
I have lots.
So use them.
Yeah, why don't you? Why
we
don't
just
we
found
use
it.
them
We just
then?
found a gift card for Tim Hortons, and we were gonna give it away. And Mary's like, I was like, oh, go give this to the shoe guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
the guy's awesome. And there's like, this could be $50. She's like, and then she goes, and one time you gave me a gift card that had $5 in it. And I said, hey, be happy. That was a coffee. You're good, right? You didn't have to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
But sometimes I'll have like random just gift cards,
And you don't know the
sometimes
balance.
I'll use them, and you don't never know the balance. And so like sometimes I'll go to Starbucks and I'll have one, right? And because clients give it to us sometimes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'll like give them, it's a $5 gift thing or whatever. So I give them, okay, you owe $4.95. I'm like, oh, there's 5 cents on there. Do you want it back? I'm like, no.
I just had $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Everybody has a gift card. They don't know the balance.
Yes.
Why can't you just scan your phone and it tells you the balance?
Because that would take technology from the business.
Why has that not been created? Everybody has gift cards they need to know. You just scan the barcode. It should be able to tell you on your own phone.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said it out loud.
Yeah.
Don't copy this. Or you owe me a royalty.
That sounds like a
We'll make
complex
that happen.
system, Rick. I don't think
that
we're going to do
I
it.
don't know. You make an app. It's already got a barcode on it.
Yeah,
How
but then
hard
you'd
could
have
it
to
be, right?
contact. They would have to have the SKU. No, there's more to it than that.
Well, I'm
man.
sure there's lots
You know,
to it,
you
but
go
there's
to-
got to be a way.
Not every SKU is the same, right? Like
Right.
they have to punch the SKU in, like even no frills. Every item gets tracked. You know
Look,
what I
if
mean?
I can order a car to come to me and pick me up, and I can track it while it's going down there, or it's the same thing with food, there's no reason I can't scan a barcode.
That's
and know how
one
much.
car, one business. There's millions of gift cards.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
challenge. How do we connect it all together? I just feel like that.
you know what? You're probably right. It's
Why-
probably programmed into
My
the card.
Fitness Pal,
Yeah.
you scan a barcode, it
Yeah.
knows everything from every different person. There's got to
Yeah.
be a way to do this.
Right.
It's
right?
gotta be.
Okay, so you're at dinner, you're all dressed up, you're at Inferno's, you're having a fantastic conversation.
Okay.
And then what?
Then we leave
Mhm.
and then take
Play a
me
little
dancing.
boys to men. Oh, we're going dancing. Where are we going dancing?
Yeah.
Maybe like to La Roca and take me salsa dancing.
La
Oh, yeah.
Roca.
Bachata. She's a bachata expert.
Oh, yeah. Right,
That's
right,
the
right.
hips. 1,
Do they
2,
still have that
3, 4.
salsa night?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Or I guess when they open, will they still have that salsa night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, dancing.
Yeah.
And then the rest we use our imagination or what?
No, you drop me home and I say goodnight. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll
Peace.
see you, and then we'll see if there's a second date.
I see. Well done. All
No
right, Jen.
kiss. No kiss.
Why not?
Depends on the smooth operator, man.
It's all about the vibing. If I
Yeah.
feel it, I feel it. If I don't, then I'm like,
Okay, so if the vibe is there, you're kissing. If it isn't, you're not. Like, I'm just saying, do you have this?
No
Is
kissing
this something
on
that
first
was
date.
ingrained in you that you never kiss on the first
oh no,
date?
it's just how I am right
Okay.
now.
That must have been tough for guys because if you have 5 people and you guys are like super tight, guys going to your house must have been really tough on like the boyfriend. And was that
With the
tough, or
brothers,
did
you
they-
mean?
Oh my, no,
Like
no?
with the brothers?
They weren't hard on them
no,
at all. No,
no.
it wasn't intimidating for them.
No,
Okay.
my dad, my parents, my mom and dad.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, "Are you sure you want to be in this family?" Like
Yeah.
they would always kind of put in the guy like that.
Oh yeah.
So because they would see how crazy my family is. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Are you sure?" And then yeah.
That's funny. Okay, well, we got the date down.
Yeah.
We're at the timeline of the podcast. You got any more questions for her?
No, I think
No?
we're good. Are you excited to get back on the blue?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And guys, everybody, support the restaurant. You want to let them know where you're located and how they can contact you to order food before we sign off?
Yeah, we're located at 349 Henry Avenue. Our number is 204-947-3148. And I also just wanted to mention that we are doing, because it's our 15 years
Oh, yeah.
anniversary this year, we are giving, on our Instagram page and our Facebook page, we're giving out $15 gift cards. So all you have to do is like the post, tag some friends that you would want to eat with,
Okay.
and then you get entered into the draw.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
we announce it on June 15th.
But here's the thing. Don't
Mm.
even worry about getting these $15. Do that to support Kelly and Pampanga, but just get there
Just
for the
go there.
$5 breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yes, our $5
You kidding me?
breakfast. So we're holding that for until June 15th.
Yeah.
And then then we'll have to.
Like I am full. Like I knew that this food was gonna fill me up all day, so I didn't bring anything. I'm just having protein shakes for the rest of the day. But hey, this is what you get. You get a beautiful sausage, and I was burping.
Yeah.
Did you get the burps?
Not yet.
No.
Nope.
Okay, you
It's
probably
gonna-
did it.
it's
You
gonna
just
come.
didn't know. Yeah. So there's garlic in there. It's phenomenal. So the way you eat it is you get this. I like the sunny side up, so I
Yeah.
still like to get a little bit of yolk on my rice,
Yeah.
and then sriracha sauce for sure.
Oh, and vinegar.
Yeah, and the vinegar, the spicy vinegar.
Vinegar.
Oh, you just dip it
Yeah.
in. You didn't do the spicy vinegar?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then so you just eat it, and like $5,
good.
you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people use that as hangover food.
Oh, they
Yes,
do.
Yeah.
for sure. Like I could totally see that place
Yeah.
just full of 18-year-olds on a Sunday morning
Yeah.
for sure.
So do
Oh.
they
Yeah.
just go there, or like they call
They call ahead, and then
They call ahead.
and then we give them a time.
Where did we go for the restaurant? Because I've been upstairs, but
Right.
never really. But is it upstairs or?
No, there's a door on Henry.
Okay.
And that's where there's a black gate.
So
there.
right by the train tracks.
No,
just-
that's on that side. We're on the door to the restaurant is on the right.
Oh, on the right side. Okay.
Yeah.
Right across from the storage facility.
No. That's the banquet hall entrance.
Oh, I see.
Opposite end.
But it's in that building.
Yeah.
Just walk around. Oh, it's
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah, on the opposite.
Got it.
How
got
did it affect your business when they were under construction for that whole summer or two?
It killed us.
It did, eh?
A lot of a lot of customers thought we were closed.
Mhm.
So that was like 2-3 months. So we
Yikes.
lost a lot of.
And then
business
now
because of that.
this.
And now this.
It's been a crazy year.
And we just renovated our floors in our banquet hall.
Yeah.
And it's like now we have to pick up, because I had probably 4 months of parties canceled or rescheduled because we can't hold more than 25 people,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Or people are afraid to be around people, right?
Yeah.
So
Hopefully that changes
We'll definitely
soon.
have one of our events there.
Yeah, for sure. I'd
And
love
so
to
when
have
we
that.
have our
I can
opening,
walk there.
grand opening, we'll set up a table and bring
Yeah.
food and hopefully people use you as a banquet hall. That'd
thank
be
you.
great.
Thank
All right,
you so much.
like, comment, and share her post on Facebook and Instagram
Yes.
to get your $15 gift card.
Yeah.
Or just don't worry, just come down and support her. Pay
Yes.
full price.
Yeah, full
Right.
$5.
The full $5 and do us a favor, like, comment, and share this video. And if you guys want to check us out on YouTube, we're under Fit Club Media. We're going to dance it out. Kelly, let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Kelly,
eat.
Thank you. Let's eat.
Let's
Thank
eat.
you